the effort, determination it took to win that game tonight from your team?
Yeah, I mean, it had some peaks and valleys in it too. I thought we came out good. I thought, the end of the first period kind of flattened out a little bit. I thought we came out with some good jump in the second period and really did some things that we were liking, and then they scored at the end of the second. And so the third period went back and forth. I do think that as our game went on, I thought, we stayed with it, maybe even got better, through the overtimes, and had to kill a couple penalties in the overtime, so you got to fight through that and then get the power play opportunity. So, I mean, it was a roller coaster a little bit, and for the guys to stay in there, locked in and focused like that, that was a pretty big effort.
Yeah.
Peter, you've talked a lot so far in these playoffs about Vincent Trocheck and everything he does for you. Well, he leads your team in ice time, leads the game in ice time tonight. Yeah. Scores the winning goal. I don't know what more you could say about him, but what did you think?
You want me to?
Yeah, I mean, just maybe about this game in general.
Well, it goes back to what I said. If you think about it, now it's in playoffs, and it gets pushed into games that have an overtime or multiple overtimes, and yet his role doesn't change, and he's part of every part of the game. I mean, I'm double shifting him just for backing up faceoffs or just getting 2 centimen on the ice. That's more time on the ice. That's extended time. The power play, the penalty kill, the 5-on-5 play, his lines production, the end of a game either way, and he just keeps answering the bell with it. He was noticeable. He's engaged. You can see it in his demeanor, and you can see it in the way he's playing the game. He's engaged.
Go to Mark.
Peter, this was the first probably true bit of adversity you faced in these playoffs for an extended period of time. Can you speak to what is it about this team that doesn't blink, and what can this do for you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know if it's adversity. To me, it was just a good hockey game. I said it the other day. You do well and you finish high in the standings, and second round you're playing a team that's like a couple points behind you, and so they're a good team. They're a really good team, and so it's not. This isn't going to be control all 60 minutes and move on to the next game. You're going to have to fight just to get your share of the half of the minutes to go your way. And that's probably the way it is from here on out. It's playoff hockey. The game was fast, it was furious, it was physical, there was a lot of energy and emotion inside the game. It's everything that you would want in a playoff game. And so it goes back to what I said, there's going to be peaks and valleys. But to answer your question on that, I do agree with you. We were able to come out of some of those valleys. At the end of the first period, I thought we dipped. We came out in the second period, and I thought that we were on point with our game, trying to get back in. And we gave up the goal at the end of the second, so you could dive and dip again. And so I'm glad that we were able to, when it was rolling, when the wave was rolling up and down, we were able to, when it was down, we were able to push it back up again.
Go to Andrew.
Yeah, Peter, just what are you seeing out of Laf? It was his first couple of playoff goals in a couple of years, but he's been producing consistently in the playoff. What are you seeing him on that side of the puck? And then with the way you're using that line, have you liked the way he's stepped up defensively in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it's just a continuation of his regular season. There's good chemistry on that line. It has not been touched the entire year. We haven't moved any pieces in or out in different directions. He was going tonight, and so when a player's going and you can see it, and I saw it, you want him out there more. You can find time, and you can double shift him, and you can find some extra minutes for him, and that's the same way as the regular season. I mean, I think he's taken the regular season and the confidence that he got from that, and he's bringing it into the playoffs.
Go to Ethan. Ethan here. Sorry.
All good. Peter, just first of all, just how big was Igor tonight, and second, how good was it to see everybody kind of jump to his defense there, early in the game when he took that hit?
Well, he was fantastic tonight. I mean, both goaltenders had to make big saves, or the game would have went in a different direction. But I thought he played a heck of a game. He made, and then you're in overtime too, and when your goaltender is making those saves in overtime, I mean, when you do it in the second period, you got maybe half the game to fight back. But in overtime, those saves have to be made, and he was fantastic. And like I said, I thought we got better as the game went on. I thought he got better as the game went on too. And I think it's just natural to stick up for your goaltender. Guys are going to jump in there, and they know how important he is to this team, and they're going to defend him.
Finish with Vooch. Tom? Blake.
Coach, why have you been able to dominate the special teams the way you have these first 2 games?
Yeah. I don't even, dominate, I don't know. We're working hard. I know what they have on the other side for the power play, and I think our penalty kill is working really hard and trying to do the right things, and we've gotten big saves from Igor when we needed them. The power play has been pretty effective all year. Kind of like the questions that we're asking about players and Laf. It's not something that we just turned on in the playoffs. It's been an effective, there's a small blip in the middle of the season where it kind of went off the radar a little bit, but it got back on the radar at the end of the year, and it has maintained itself and been there. And I do think that our guys you can get confidence from that too when they're feeling their game, and it shows in the power play sometimes. But I don't know if dominance is a word that I would have used, just because I know it's on the other side. It's a top-ranked power play. It's a top-ranked penalty kill. We better respect both sides of that, and we better make sure we work.
I just know if your team score, you got a lot of power right away, and MSG was electric tonight, so happy to win tonight.
What is it like for you when they're chanting your name?
Oh, it's unbelievable feelings every time, almost crying.
What does it say about the team that you guys, this was kind of the first adversity you faced all playoffs, you were trailing, came back, just to be able to do that?
Sorry?
Just the fact that you were trailing for the first time kind of in the playoffs tonight, in the third, and you came back, and just kind of what that means to you.
We never give up, so we play till the end. Everybody play our game, and so we deserved that win tonight.
Well, your thoughts on an extended event?
Yeah, it was a great game. Thought we battled throughout. Hard fought, nothing came easy, and a big goal there by Trocheck at the end.
And again, you have to say the goaltending and special teams come this time of the year, and that was certainly evident to your favor once again tonight.
Yeah, I think all year we've tried to make that a strength of ours, and I think especially in overtime and in double overtime, it's that much more important. And when we needed the saves, we got them too. So it's this time of year, special teams could win a series, win games, and came up big tonight.
And I know you've been a consistent team all season long with the resiliency and just hanging around and finding a way.
Yeah, I think they're not an easy team to come back from behind on, and to do it multiple times. And I think the way we stuck with it, I think it's kind of been how we've been all year. I think we've been pretty resilient, and come down a goal, I think we're confident that we're able to get it back. So definitely wasn't easy when you're coming from behind against them, but like you said, a resilient effort.
Determination and resolve you played with tonight, and your goal in overtime.
Team played. Yeah, I thought we were very resilient. Went down a goal a couple different times, stuck with it. Obviously, Shesty played outstanding. He kept us in the game multiple different times. And then on the goal, I couldn't tell you what happened, so it went in.
Vincent, what's the feeling when the puck goes in the net finally there in the overtime?
I don't know. I'll watch it and let you know tomorrow.
We'll go to Arthur here.
Vincent, just the way that game went, a lot of stretches, a lot of pressure on both ends. Did you just kind of feel like one break, one bounce was going to be the thing that made it happen?
Yeah, typically in those games, whenever they go into overtime, double overtime, anybody can win those games. It could just be a sifter from the point that hits off three guys. Anything could happen, so we're just thankful it was us.
For both of you guys, can you speak to what is it about this team where you just don't blink in pressure situations you've kind of gone through? This was the first true bit of adversity you faced in this postseason, and you didn't blink.
You have to. Great start.
Yeah, it's good. I think we're playing well, and we're playing as a team. Our PK has been unbelievable so far, so that helps a lot. And just try to keep it going.
Peter, and then
I'm curious, Vincent, on the power play at the end of regulation, they got a couple really good shorthanded chances. Just what did you see from Igor there, and just how impressed were you with him tonight?
Yeah, their PKs, they tend to try to get some offense out of it, especially when Aho's out there. We got to be a little bit more knowledgeable with that and know, and we got to be more careful and have guys coming back hard. But obviously, like I said before, Igor played an Igor-esque type of game tonight and was outstanding, kept us in the game. I think he had 55 shots or something like that, which is insane. But whenever he's on like that, it's tough to beat him, and it's tough to beat our team whenever he's making saves like he was tonight.
And Lef, just specifically, what are you feeling in your game right now to, kind of get the production consistently you're getting? And, I know it'd been a couple of years since you had a playoff goal. What, to get two tonight, what'd that feel like for you?
It was good. It's always fun to score, but just trying to play a complete game, and playing with Troch and Brett obviously helps a lot. And, just trying to get open, and when I get a chance, trying to finish.
Vincent, can you just describe the feeling that you guys have when you get a power play now and you go over and you're ready for the face-off? Like, what is that feeling like that you guys have with the confidence that you have on the power play now? Do you just, you're not scoring every time, but is it almost like an expectation?
Yeah, I think we're confident for sure. I think we do expect to score. Obviously, it's not going to happen every single time. But we feel like as a unit, the team relies on us to score on the power play. And, especially so far this playoff, special teams has been so big. So power play penalty are huge in these games. And we know we're relied on a lot, and there's a lot of pressure in that. And when we have this confidence, this rhythm, we just want to try to keep doing the same things to keep it going.
For either of you guys, the maturity level of this team feels so different than from not even just from last year, but from 2 years ago as well. Can you talk about just how much this group has grown, and not only on the ice, but off the ice as well, as far as the maturity level goes?
I think just 2 years ago, losing in third round, and last year, obviously what happened, you learn a lot from it. And I think this year we made good move to get really good players at the deadline, and I think we're a complete team. And from forwards to D to our goalies, both of them, we're really complete. So that helps a lot.